Okay, think we're back. Okay, online. Let me type it back online. There we go. Let's resume. Go to a citadel. There you go, Jace. I think Jace is not here, but it is in a corner of the galaxy. You see the corner? And it is in the corner of the galaxy. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to a citadel just yet. Let me finish those quests first, then. Why? Why don't they? I really hate this. I don't think I have gone to a Hades next one. I don't really know. It really is like that.
Signal confirmed.
Really hate it. Okay. Then let's explore.
I found something.
Okay. Copies. I think I came here before, but maybe not. Mika's largest moon Copis is an isolated place with an extremely thin atmosphere. Its crust is largely silica-based and there are no signs of water like its parent planet. Its high albedo keeps it from being a total inferno, and when occluded by Makahira, its temperatures can be nearly tolerable. Slow gravity can easily be countered by a vehicular or personal mass effect field for comfortable exploration. Should I even try to do this anymore? I'm not going to gain more war assets. Maybe for the experience, maybe for other missions, yeah. Because I'm not going to gain any more war assets out of this. Let's read the other planets. Small rock planet Makahira's thin atmosphere and high albedo keeps it from being much hotter than it is. The crust is high in sodium oxide, giving the planet a whitish tinge. Talaria, a rock with all traces of atmosphere burned away. Talaria orbits the star Hoplos at a blistering pace every 36 days. So tidally locked, even its twilight bedland shakes are too arid to support life. With so many resources on its sister planet Trident, Talaria has been largely ignored by the galactic community. Ages! Ages! Isn't this where... No, it was Aegis 7. Aegis was the star, not the planet. Yeah, it was a planet, Aegis 7, in Dead Space, I'm thinking. Hydrohelium gas giant Aegis is the site of an unparalleled cosmic event roughly 1.8 million years ago. An extrasolar body about 200 square kilometers in size was drawn into Aegis' gravity well and struck the Jovian planet, blasting through enough dust and material into orbit to create a ring. Urban legends has grown over this event. The story goes that if the extrasolar body, usually called a comet, was unaffected by the gravity well of ages, it would have collided with an orbit of Trident and created an extinction-level event on that planet. Prevailing scientific opinion holds that this is an exaggeration at best. Let's go to Trident then and see what it's all the fuss. A human-dominated world with over 95% of its surface cursed by salt water, Trident is the home to a dazzling array of life, with oceans are filled with creatures ranging from tiny bivalves to mammoth vertebrates, kidnapped even by earth whales and ichthyosaurs. Small archipelagos create what little land is there, and its valuable real estate is fought over constantly. Underwater extraction operations have recovered a number of valuable minerals from the ocean's floor, including iridium, uranium, and dust form of 11-0. A largely lawless world, Trident is home to rogues gallery of unethical corporations exploiting the resources of the planet, and actual rogues, criminals, slavers, and mercenaries working in the shadows. Due to extreme weather conditions, all traffic to the surface is grounded. Trident Spaceport Control predicts this condition will persist until the end of hurricane season. Colony funded 2144. New Costo.
Faster than light jump successful.
Paniat. System. Volkov. It's a dwarf planet with a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and krypton, home to a thriving iridium mining community. Volkov's reputation is summed up as a rich but dangerous place. Pirates often lurk behind Coldbox Moonlets, Shaniva and Alena, and crippled freighters in the atmosphere. To make matters worse, Volkov sits in the Chazov Belt, a field of asteroids and other small bodies, which leads to frequent meteor strikes on the planet. Meteor-related casualties remain rare, but on Volkov the chances of such death are high enough that are factored into insurance premiums. Population 3,800. Not that much, really. Dobrolski. Another near-Earth-sized rock. The planet without much atmosphere to speak of, Dobrolski is home to Atlal Mineral Works. A local extraction company noted for its success in ISO refining. The planet itself provides aluminium for local fabricators, which are churning out habitats at an astonishing rate for a system that has no garden planets. With its ore supply coming all the way from Seoul system, Dobrolski is held up as a proof of the miner's cliché. Where there is an issue, there is an economy. There are no D's in Polish, it's all W's. Ah, it's a Polish name. Ah, so you're saying it's called actually Dobrowolski. Or Dobrowolski. No, that doesn't make any sense. So this one is pronounced what? Wolko. No. Yeah, I read Dobrowolski. Nah, that doesn't make any sense. It's always Dobrowolski. Okay. Komarov. I'm guessing this one is. Just keep the middle. Whoa. So it's Dobrowolski. Holy fuck. Russian. First charted by the Asari but colonized by humans, the Pamiat system is home to Komarov, an Earth-sized body near the star. It has little atmosphere to speak of, and this has not stopped exploration by robo-miners who have recovered iridium from the planet's crust. Always interesting to know about pronunciation. Patsayev, a rock encased in frozen oceans. Patsayev was notable for the largest written message ever created by a human being. I have read this. Andrei Kopsar, a disgruntled miner whose fortunes were spent prospecting for ISO, used a mass accelerator cannon of a local mercenary group A-69 Mantis gunship to carve a 208-kilometer long message saying, "This Nishegonet, Russian for there is nothing here." The message was used to be visible from low orbit. Ironically, the message itself appears to have been melted away by another determined individual with heavy equipment, and now truly there is nothing there.
Signal confirmed.
Okay, let's see what this place has. Russian. And there you go, if there is proof that I'm not from Russia, that's it. No freaking clue how that's pronounced. The Leipzig. Okay. Doesn't make any difference now. In any event.
Evasion successful.
Seoul. Alright. Well, this one is going to be easy, which I like. Gay him home, him numb, whatever. A nearly atmosphere-less tidally locked planet orbiting a red dwarf star. Gay Hinnom was the first place human explorers discovered, a dedicated Prothean burial ground. But a few sites were saved for posterity. Elsfeld Ashland mining successfully lowered to scout the rest of the planet for Element Zero, and soon was embroiled in the scandal. Mining teams were looting grave sites, searching for ISO and other treasures, and many got rich of the so-called cemetery business, while EAM officially brought a stop to the looting. Its mining teams remain on the planet, prospecting the unclaimed territory and taking their ore to Paniat's systems for refining. Armed conflicts have broken out between miners and scientists, staking claims to Prothean ruins. Visitors are advised to employ security while exploring the unknown regions of the planet. 11,500 peoples.
I found something.
Okay. Well, if prospecting is so easy, then why do people land in the freaking planet? They could just do it from afar. From their spaceships. Comfortable spaceships, okay. Bothros, a rock-and-ice planet. Bothros is home to a scientific curiosity. Evidence of a primate-like spacefaring civilization was found frozen in the equatorial ice, ranging from melted fragments of metal to preserved remains of the creatures still wearing suits for extravehicular activity. Further exploration revealed that the habitational centers were vaporized by orbital bombardment from a railgun-like weapons hitting with a force approximately of 120 kilotons of TNT. Only those that fled or happened to be away from the habitats were preserved in the ice, where they died of asphyxiation. This unknown species did not come from Asteria, but scientific teams are looking for evidence that they visited there. It is difficult to believe they would colonize a frozen rock like Bothros and ignore a lush garden world. Their world of origin is also a mystery. Alliance Bulletin. Guests have been encountered in Kentucky system. Australian traffic is prohibited. Well, this is a little outdated, isn't it? Care, a dry, desolate planet carries a temperate by supports little life above the microscopic level. It is an Earth-like temperature and gravity make it appealing place to build habitation hideaways, extracting barbarian slavers and criminals who can afford more luxurious safe houses on our planets. Its forgiving nitrogen helium atmosphere makes EVAs possible with a minimal amount of equipment. A breathing mask and warm clothing is usually sufficient. Mining and other legitimate businesses are few and far between. On Care, the planet's crust is largely free of precious metals, instead producing kilometers upon kilometers of dolomitic limestone, calcite, and gypsum. The Geth have been encountered. Do not come here. Asteria, a habitable planet known for its arid sulfurous deserts. Asteria is colonized near the poles to avoid the uncomfortable temperatures that can reach 65 degrees Celsius in more southern latitudes. While the seas contain primitive animal life, little of it can live on land, leaving the soil to hardy plants that can survive the extreme heat. Asteria is home to a thriving human and Asari agrarian colony, but little in the way of manufacturing or mining. Carbon dioxide concentrations can reach 2,500 parts per million in Asteria's atmosphere. Citizens should carry supplemental oxygen for children and the elderly. Consult with local governments to discuss animal companions detection systems or other preparatory bulletins. The Geth have been seen. Go away. Only funded in 2044. That's a lot of people. 188 million. Let's go to a lush planet. Thridoria. A modestly sized gas giant with icy core. Thridoria's hydrogen and methane atmosphere gives it a bluish color, and it has 14 moons, named after Asari virtues. The Geth have been seen around. Don't come. The Hong Kong. Okay.
Reapers eluded.
Ah, it says 100%.
Faster than light jump successful.
Okay. Didn't see that. I don't remember coming to Argos Row before. Let's go to Argos Row. Ah, good beer. Yeah, I haven't come here. Holy fuck. Okay, let's go to Gorgon. Charblu. Standard hydrogen helium gas giant, the methane in Charblu's atmosphere gives it a sure hue. The Asari crew who initially surveyed the systems during the Earth's 17th century named Charblu after the popular soprano. The singer was renowned for her unusual skin tone, which is quite similar to that of the planet. Camarón! It's a terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of carbon monoxide and argon. The surface is scorching hot, primarily composed of iron, with deposits of nickel. Like Huo, Cameron is tight locked to the blue giant, forever looking into the face of the Gorgon. Has it turned into stone yet, I wonder? Huo is a terrestrial planet only known for scan data picked by unmanned probes. Thought over 76 AU from the blue giant. So, Gorgon, temperatures in Huo's orbit are still dangerously high. Only ships with very powerful heat radiating systems can venture that deep into the system. Fortunately, Huo is not a terribly interesting world. It has a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and methane, with the scorching surface of its mainly composed of alumina and deposits of platinum. The world is tightly locked to Huo, leaving the sun watertight, scorched and irradiated wasteland and the dark side of region and ice crusted. Okay. Spectra. It's a typical hydrogen helium gas giant with traces of methane and sodium in its atmosphere. The heart of the star Gorgon is slowly blasting away the gas giant's massive atmosphere, which is visible as a long, dim tail that trails behind the planet. Visible from where? I haven't seen shit. But the last huge planet, Sletcon, orbiting at an unbelievable distance of 710 AU, or 66 billion kilometers from Gorgon. Sletcon is a huge gas giant with an atmosphere tainted by methane and chlorine. You gotta love hyperbole.
Signal confirmed.
Yeah, unbelievable. Okay, have a good night, Botu. Thanks for coming. Advanced power relays, okay. 100%. Try to make it to Phoenix. Could I possibly make it? No! I got cheated! Okay, let's explore this one. Siva is a standard Neptune-type gas giant. The upper cloud decks of its hydrogen helium atmosphere tinted by a matrix blue. Barmalus has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and helium. Its surface is scorching hot, mainly composed of alumina, deposits of borax. The planet has an extensive network of subterranean caves formed over the millennia by volcanic processes. It's relatively cool area. Some primitive life has evolved. Alright. Room. It's a small rocky world with a trace of atmosphere of methane and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silicates with deposits of carbon. Room was the site of the warlord Shiagur defeat by the Turian peacekeeping forces during the Krogan rebellions. While this band was not especially powerful, Shiagur was a female warlord and one of the few remaining fertile females. At that, she had brought viciousness and cunning, parlayed her unique value into a position of power. Krogan males competed for the right to join her band and lie with her. When Shiagur's death was announced, vengeful Krogan admirers near and far swore blood oaths against the participating Taurian crews. In the end, several thousands of the Taurian participants were killed in open combat or through assassination. To this day, many Krogan proudly proclaim that they have the blood of Shiagur. Okay. Metcos. It's a large terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its hot surface is mainly composed of nickel, with deposits of potassium and heavy metals. It's a mineralogical treasure trove with concentrated heavy elements of constantly being brought to the surface by volcanic activity. Medgos is a hospital and dangerous, and expeditions must be well prepared to survive the length of time. With high mass heat-trapping clouds and constant volcanic melting, Medgos seems well on its way to becoming a Venusian pressure cooker world. Thayer is a large gas giant with traces of chlorine and sodium in the atmosphere. It also has a significant amount of water vapor in the clouds of its upper atmosphere. Thayer was struck by an asteroid at least 12 kilometers in diameter within the last 100 years. The superheating caused by the impactor's atmospheric passage created a large blank of vicious storm along with an equatorial band, which I think I can see. Alright, I think that was the last planet, wasn't it? Certainly hope so.
I found something.
Okay. 50%, that means there is you. Okay. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Alright.
I found something.
That's not much. Not. Could it be enough to go there?
Evasion successful.
Oh! 3 fuel. Okay. Well, that was exhilarating. That tells you a lot of my state of mind this particular point in time. Tantau is an enormous low-density terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere and of methane, helium. You know what? I didn't watch something. Is there even anything here? Yes, there is. Okay. Pinnacle Station. No wonder I remember Tantau. Okay. Terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of methane and helium. Despite being nearly 220 AU from Phoenix, the star's great heat and insulating thickness of the atmosphere make the surface surprisingly temperate. The crust is mainly composed of sodium and silicon dioxide with deposits of various light metals. While Tantau is not habitable, the relative pleasantness of the surface conditions make it a popular location for small ships traveling through the Argus rock cluster to land for drive discharge. Patashi is a sun-blasted terrestrial world whose atmosphere was blasted away millennia ago by the star Phoenix. The surface is scorching hot, mainly composed of iron and deposits of tin. Due to its relatively low density, Patashi is tidally locked to Phoenix. Seas of molten light metals cover much of the sunward side. Intasail. The atmosphere similar to Earth's made of made Intasay an early candidate for human colonization. However, relatively high temperatures and arid climate have proven a hindrance to terraforming and agriculture. A few human cities were founded, but the majority of the human population remains scattered across the vast deserts, operating wind farms and geological research stations. Well, 150,000? That's a lot of people. Founded in 2166. Sil Salto is a standard hydrogen gas giant. It has no remarkable features, except that it's green, I guess. The asteroid-based Pinnacle Station was originally constructed by the Turians to function as a concealed command center during the Rogan rebellions. It has been retrofitted as a military training facility for all high-level special operations teams employed by the Council. The station's combat simulator allows teams to train under a variety of hazardous conditions. 1,200 people, I guess. Baby Nock is a small terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of krypton, xenon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of carbonaceous material, water ice, and low-density silicates. Rare but concealed loads of light metals have been deposited by asteroid impacts. One hemisphere of Braincoat is covered by surface deposits of oxidized copper. Approximately 270 years ago, a thorium bulk gas transport was attacked by pirates on the Phoenix system. Damage it made a rough landing on Berinock. The heat of the landing melted significant quantities of the surface ice and ruptured shipping containers spilled logs across the surface. Before these evaporated and escaped Berinock's weak gravity, it reacted and caused a widespread rust. Okay.
Signal confirmed.
That was lucky, I guess. Okay, but there is still more. Still more. That wasn't even more lucky. Okay. Fossilas Cactylosaur. Ah yeah, someone wants to clone those things, I remember.
Reapers eluded. Faster than light jump successful.
I think there is in those systems. Yeah, there is fuel. It's time to recover it. Okay, let's go here. What is the mission? Why am I supposed to be here? Am I supposed to be here? Yeah, alright. Why is the galaxy map highlighting this place? Helix, I came already here. Could it be possible that I have to fucking scan the planet? Shouldn't be surprising. They always have that kind of bullshit. Turns out, no!
Evasion successful.
Okay, let's go here. More exploration, how awesome is that? Okay. Time to read. Jacilium is a minor rock planet that has not quite cleared the ring of debris at the edge of the Loropi orbits. It is believed to be an extrasolar capture. For several centuries. Jacilium supported a succession of mining colonies. First iridium, then titanium, and finally light metals like bauxite and alumina. The planet was abandoned before the Reaper invasion. Okay. Paphos. It's a hydrogen-helium gas giant with a significant amount of nitrogen. It's named for a prominent Asari lawgiver. Her treatise on the reluctance of democracies to go to war with other democracies form a key tenet of Asari political theory that led to Desia's modern golden age. The planet itself was only notable for an orbital station that fueled transport ships skimming deuterium and helium-3. The Reapers destroyed them, killing the inhabitants. What is this? Wreckage. The Asari once had an enormous solar collectors around the bluish-white AOB star. The Ropi, using the star's considerable heat to create anti-protons for military starship fuel. Now, all that can be detected is scrap. The Reapers emerged from the dark space near the Syldian Nebula cluster and established a front in the Loropi system. The Asari fleet that guarded what used to be known as Spota Station cannot be found, scattered and destroyed. One can only hope that the backup reactors at the Kipladon system do not fall, or the Asari fleet will have precious little fuel.
Something.
Well, I got a little bit of that fuel. Okay. Armali Sniper Unit. What's an Armali?
Reapers eluded.
Let's go to Naruala. Another small system, which is a blessing in disguise. Rife with volcanic activity and scorched by the nearby orange star Nahuala. Aegisia is an unforgiving and ever-shifting puzzle box of a planet. Ceaseless solar winds and magnetic bombardment have thinned Aegisia's atmosphere, but these features are actually a boon in wartime. Powerful magnetic fields and large quantities of airborne volcanic ash make many forms of scanning difficult, allowing the Asari to hide valuable palladium and molybdenum mines needed for the war effort. Aegisia's sheltered underground colonies remain untouched by Reapers, at least for the moment. Good for them. Hyetania serves as a bastion of research for the Asari, boasting multiple observation outposts, glacial drilling stations, and educational institutions. While the planet's average temperature hovers near freezing, the equatorial band contains oceans and many freshwater rivers. Xenobiologists of all stripes often visited the planet, as its expansive facilities were a haven for the life sciences. The Reapers destroyed the spaceports and uniformed defense forces. As with other Asari planets, the Reapers forced the healthy biotic population to surrender to threats of massive retaliation rather than assault by hosts alone. Founded 735 Common Era, 120 million Asari. Furus, the hydrogen gas giant tinted orange by swirling bands of ammonia and sulfur. Its 4 moons hosted small spaceports used to mine the moons and nearby Helianar asteroid belt. Unfortunately, Phoros was an early target for the Reapers and made short work of the lunar outpost. As on sensors, no survivors or Reaper forces are immediately obvious, but the Phoros ring system is filled with dust and ice that would allow concealment. 43,700 peoples before invasion.
Signal confirmed.
Could I salvage my way to exploring this whole system? That would be nice, really. Therese God. And it appears that I will be able to just that.
Faster than light jump successful.
Both this is just around the corner, really. And 500 should cover that row. Holy shit, I have been exploring the galaxy for 45 minutes? That's ridiculous. Okay. Sangel Venticunas, finally we arrived at the Elcor's home system. Oh, apparently, I guess. When the Cunas government learned that the Reapers had returned, they evacuated everyone in Sangel's Helium-3 recovery platforms. The sizable hydrogen helium gas giant was abandoned. Its workers relocated to the Cuna. The move was ostensibly made because the Elcor homeworld was a more defensible position. In reality, it may have been motivated by a subconscious herding instinct. At most, grazing creatures come together in large groups when predators are near. Well, that's not good policy when the predators want you to gather so they can kill you more easily. Okay. The Elcor homeworld, the Cuna overflows with natural resources protected by law. From large deposits of precious metal to vast forests, the Elcor themselves live in rich grasslands near the equator. The majority of the Cuna settlements are tucked within this belt, as the conservative Elcor feel little desire to build outside their comfort zone. Their twin capitals are for migrations from the wet season to the dry season, a tradition made obsolete by modern technology, but still observed. The destruction of the Elcor Navy, Reapers moved in the ground troops to occupy the cities. This was taken longer than most civilized worlds, as the Elcor have spread out into smaller, distant settlements, reflecting their preferences for close-knit family communities instead of densely packed cities. 2.3 billion before invasion. Oltan. The first mission to Oltan's the Cuna's moon was a century in the making. Elcor leaders felt resources for space travel could be better used in their homeworld, and it took decades of persuasion to secure project funding. The archaic harvesting stations that recovered helium-3 from the moon's regolith were still functioning when the Reapers invaded, and the Elcor station there were able to flee the system. Holy shit. Lenuamund. Scorching hot surface is composed of lime with deposits of copper, its faint traces of nitrogen atmosphere. The Alcor have left it untouched, aside from orbital probes to monitor the planet in case anything noteworthy should one day occur. Well, the Alcors are the Boy Scouts, ever prepared. The Lune! It's named after the first Hercule settlements in recorded history. The planet's name roughly translates to the deep and restful Meadowland, which is somewhat a misnomer given that the Lune's thick, crushing atmosphere keeps its surface boiling hot and the air is an obnoxious mixture of carbon dioxide and helium.
I found something.
Well, that was easy. Well, what do you know? This is one of the very first home worlds or spacefaring civilization home worlds that does not have a mass relay on their system. The mass relay is far, far away from this place. The humans, the Turians, the Salarians, the Vatarians all had the mass relays on their own systems. But the Alcor, no, they did not.
Evasion successful.
Do not capture me, fuck. Why? Okay, you're going to capture me anyway. Let's just spend a little bit of fuel. Okay.
Light jump successful.
Let's make it to Theolia. Holy shit. This is only 3 planets. First discovered by the Asari pioneers in 430 Common Era, Neos is a vibrant garden world and home to a thriving Asari colony. Sandy beaches, romantic twin moons, fuel the bustling tourism economy, while practical and secretive corporate matters are handled in spiraling arcologies built along the towering cliffs. Even though it has been colonized for centuries, Neos feels a frontier away from regulation and oversight. Consequently, a number of influential political lobbies have established sizable presences on the planet. Population 677 million. And they have not invaded here. The Reapers are getting sloppy. Kisesia. Typical hydrogen helium gas giant serves as a naval resource for the fueling, gathering, and magnetic field discharge. The planet is surrounded by a band of 7 large moons that form the necklace, a reference to a legendary jewel owned by an ancient Asari queen for which Kiresia is named. Kiresia orbits places it's within the system's frost line, where gas giants do not usually form. For this reason, the planet is believed to be an extrasolar capture. The alternative that Sorbis is decaying is a horrifying prospect to the tourism and immigration boards of Neos, since they would be in the gas giant's eventual path. Okay. Yeah. I understand. Loxia is a small terrestrial planet tidally locked to Tejolia. Due to its low mass and relatively small size, Loxia is an exceptionally fast stellar orbit. The planet's light atmosphere consists mainly of argon and krypton, which occasionally produces long, thin bands of luminescence along the twilight border. Loxia's crust is mainly igneous rock with white salt flats and occasional deposits of potassium.
Signal confirmed.
Signal confirmed! The Reapers are coming! The Reapers! The rings of a loon. Okay. Well, it's good I'm doing all this because when I visit the citadel, I can turn all those quests and be on my way to level 60. Credits. Okay. Even better.
Evasion successful.
Now let's go back to Kipladon. And we read Catevolo. It's a relatively large methane ammonia ice giant. Also, Scion and its orbital stations offer military-grade starship fuel. Commercial ships took advantage of the Helium-3 refineries here. Because Catevolo was relatively near to a mass relay in the system, the Reapers destroyed the infrastructure on their way to more important targets. Okay. Hanalei. Early surveyors of Hanalei dismissed its resource potential, saying it had more heat than a planet needs and more argon than a galaxy would buy. It's an enormous terrestrial planet buried under a merciless atmosphere of argon, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide. Hanalei hosted only small orbital stations that were primarily scientific in nature. The facilities have since been destroyed by the Reapers. Tropai? Aware that it only takes one weaponized asteroid to destroy the refueling station on Cylon, the Sari see that the asteroid belt in this system with a warning network of sensorian spy drones. The system's brains are server clusters at equidistant asteroids of Tropai, Lokia, and Nili, but unobstructed lines of sight are still of little use in spotting incoming Reapers, ships traveling faster than light speeds. Okay. There should be something in this place. Because all the others are at 100%.
I found something.
Ah, there you go. And finally, we're going to a mission. Dr. Gelisi. Al-Jimani. Alright, mission. This Garden World's claim to military fame is that it was assaulted repeatedly during the Krogan rebellions, but was never occupied by more than token forces. The Asari cut off the Krogan supply line at the Citadel Relay and drove the invaders out. Today, antimatter generators are on the surface and in orbital stations provide fuel for military starships throughout Asari space. The Matriarchs defending the planet today have vowed to maintain Cylon's legacy. They pledge it will not fall to any enemy, organic or synthetic. 260 million. Let's see what the Matriarchs need of us.